So, just came back to the new X-Men movie, and I've got to say that it was pretty good. I mean, it was, had some gnarly effects. Not as much as I thought it would. I was going to get like 3D, but it turned out that I messed up the time. So me and my cousin went there, and it was only available in 2D and not 3D till 4 o'clock. So we ended up watching it in 2D, but it didn't matter too much because there wasn't that much special effects, so I wouldn't pay the extra $3 or whatever it is for the 3D effects, because a lot of it's the backstory, and it's the backstory of the relationship between like Magneto and Mystique, Raven, and Professor Xavier, and Wolverine goes back, like almost like a vis-a-vis fourth movie, Voyage Home, Star Trek, but his consciousness is sent back to 1973, believe it or not. So his consciousness is there in 1973, and it's up to him to convince Raven, alias Mystique, not to kill this Trask guy, because if she kills this Trask guy, spoiler alert, if she kills this Trask guy, then they'll capture her and they'll torture her, and they'll use her blood and organs and stuff or whatever to utilize her DNA to put it into the Sentinels, and the Sentinels, by utilizing her mimicking like DNA, will be able to mimic whatever they need to mimic in order to defeat and destroy all of not only mutants but people that are gonna have mutants. And like, it's a post-apocalyptic world that we're set in. Another problem I had, spoiler alert, is that Professor Xavier was himself. Like, wasn't it true that he was in this, his consciousness was in a body that was just this random body or something at the end of the last movie or something? Like, why is he in his own body? I like his cool wheelchair and everything. Anyway, so it's like Wolverine going back to 1973. There's some cool shit going on, like waterbeds and Star Trek. They played the original Star Trek, and I was going to do some research, but I think the original Star Trek ran like 1968 to like 1971. So them talking, they had Star Trek on there, and Shatner himself talking about time warps and stuff, but that would have been in syndication even then. So I don't even know if that's accurate, because were they starting to play it in syndication as early as 1973? I don't know, but it seems to me like there's 79 original episodes thereabout, and they started in 1968 thereabout, and they used to do a heck of a lot more than 22 episodes per year. Let me tell you. Anyway, it's a real good backstory, but I don't think, if I didn't have a sister that's not the darling that she is, then I don't think I would be able to appreciate this, because it's more of a story between brother and sister, between Raven and Professor Xavier, and I don't know what to say. There's some cool shots, certainly, and there's some cool scenes, and they would have been fun to watch in 3D, but I don't think it warrants a 3D experience. So I'm going to give it a solid B. I'm going to give it 72% on the Billy Bipolar scale. And we know we're always balanced on the Billy Bipolar scale. 72%. There you have it. Good night.